Technology works to some. Oh. Hello. That Luigi's Mansion clip was one of the most actively bullshit things that have ever happened on stream. Like, in a way that's just unconscionable. Like, I can't. Again, I should send that clip into Nintendo and be like, what the fuck were you thinking? But hello. I'm feeding my Pikmin in Pikmin Bloom very quickly. I need to get some petals. Brian invited me to a mushroom. Thank you, Brian. Oh, there's a little search bar there now. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, hello. Sapphire, hello. Why do Fridays go so slow at work? Because you're waiting for him. The chicken has been saved. I was gonna say, depending on what's going on with the chicken, you could just like rinse it off. You know? You could just rinse it off, but that depends on you know, what's going on. I brushed it off and switched pans. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you could rinse it and it would probably get a lot of the the pepper off it. But yeah, that's why people recommend putting the pepper in your hand and then putting that over the putting that in your food. That's kind of the chef hot tip. Chef hot tip from me, not a chef. I'm just unlearning how to cook, so I stopped eating out as much. That's good. Yeah, especially with stuff like salt and pepper. Especially with stuff like salt and pepper. Tekken 5? I don't think this lady's in Tekken. It could be with that color scheme, though. Could be Soul Calibur. Could be. I feel like that's the problem with fighting games. There's like 900 characters per fighting game, and they don't put them all in every game. They don't put them all in each game. They'll just be like, they'll make a character and they'll be like, yeah, And then they don't show up for 20 years. And then they go, this character again. And you're like, who the fuck? I'm going to say Soul Calibur. I like 4. No. Is that a book? It's gonna be some weird Korean game, isn't it? Is it something like? Is it like Black Desert? Yeah, this is some Korean MMO shit. Absolutely. Wings. Legendary wings. No. I thought the word wings, and so I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea if people have guesses. Absolutely no clue. V Rising? I mean, I guess it could be. I don't think that's it unless they did like a second thing. Now, looks like a dramatique manga I'd read in middle school. Oh, hey, there's a Rathalos right here. Fuck yeah. I'm glad it took people 6 guesses. I also don't know what database they're pulling from with some of these, where they're just, it feels like some games, like it feels like there's a lot of games that should be added that aren't, and then they just add and then it's just like, yeah, we're adding new games. No, there's no Summon Night. Lineage 2. Crushed it. I'm a gamer. Lineage 2. And I was right. Korean MMO. I called it. I said, it's a Korean MMO. What is it? A Korean MMO. Hey, Brian, Yakuza 5 is in fact the one where you get a Hatsune Miku. I'd like to file an official complaint. They changed the design of the UFO catcher for it because it's lewd. Sly Cooper. The other one. There's only 2 Sly Coop. Okay, when I type Sly, because they don't have Cooper.
Hey, yo.
Pseudo, hello. That man should have pants. That. That man should have pants. I feel like the way that you figure out whether your anthropomorphic creature should wear pants is you make them stand like that and you go, yeah, they should wear pants. Yeah, they should wear pants. Or he should have like a bodysuit, you know, like a singlet, you know, just one.
Tasty nuts.
Perfect. Pseudo hello. How are you doing? All right. Keywords here: blood, drugs, aliens. Good. How are you? I'm doing all right. We beat Shining Force. Alien. Is Alien Hominid even in here? No. This is Jesse's Weekend? No, because Jesse's Weekend involves X-Men. I know, because we're watching X-Men together. Blood, drugs, aliens. I feel like this could be a lot of games, hilariously. Like blood, like it's a bloody game, like it's a gory game, or blood, like blood is an essential part of the game. I never understood why furry anthropomorphic artists have characters that wear tops but don't give them bottoms. I feel like it should be both or none. I think there are some characters that don't strike you as much when they wear tops, but also like, yeah, it should just have. They should just have. That guy should have just had like a you know, like a bodysuit, like a big wrestler slinglet. That would have been fine. He'd have been fine. There's a GTA with an alien in it. I mean, I think there's aliens hidden in every GTA. You know. Grand Theft Auto 5, whatever. Grand Theft. That's when you steal something from the thrift store. That's theft. Doctor, scalpel, quap-like. Is it Surgeon Simulator? Is Surgeon Simulator a quap-like? Yay! All right. You go to space and operate on an alien? Oh, hell yeah. Well, there you go. Surgeon Simulator. Quap-like? Oh, have you ever played Quap? I think you can just go. I think you can literally just go to a browser and play Quap. Yeah, Quap. So you have your thigh muscles. Whoop. And your cat. Which one is which? What? This is one of Bennett Foddy's super old games. I remember when Getting Over It came out and they were like, yeah, it's the Quap guy, and I was like, oh fuck. All right, Surgeon Simulator. Today I learned that's the Quap guy. Yeah, that's the Quap guy. Single player, first person, single player only. Single player, first person only. They call me Mr. Quap. Bennett Quap Foddy. Possibly the silliest name ever given to a human being. Mr. Quap is my father. What Amnesia games? Yeah, The Bunker. Yeah. Just get a year on it. All right. Call me Quappington Quap the Second. Also known as the new BBG in my tabletop camp. He's just a capitalist. That's his power. He's just a capitalist. All right. First person, single player, 2017. 2017 video game. That's like 10 million games. Yeah. This is the fun of it. Pseudo, is you gotta go, okay, out of 80 billion games, which game is it? Biohazard. Oh, yeah. Biohazard. Okay. Making progress. 2020 game. '20 video games. Dying Light 2. Is that single player only? That's the only thing I don't know about those games for sure. Well, not the only thing, but I love the Japan Awards awarded Dragon Quest Walk as like the best mobile game, and I can't fucking play it. Dead Island? Wasn't Dead Island 2 like last year? One day the game is going to be the same as the keywords, and Matt's going to yell, "I told you so." Cyberpunk, I know it's not Cyberpunk because Cyberpunk is first person, third person. Cyberpunk is one of my go-to guesses because it's single player only, fairly recent, and has some specific themes. So I use Cyberpunk fairly often. Doom Eternal. Yeah, I was going to say that was going to be my question is, does Doom Eternal have multiplayer? I think Viewfinder is also too recent. Did Dying Light 2 have multiplayer? It does have multiplayer, yes. Yeah. Important thing. We know it's single player only. Oh God, sorry. Single player only is so rare, especially when you're talking about, oh yeah, it could be super hot. Could be super hot. Yeah, single player is so rare, especially when you're talking about a first person game. The original one was 2016. Does it count super hot as two separate entries? No. So it's going to say super hot was 2016. Means have shown up due to work fire. Good luck with guessing. Green Bean, I hope your meetings go well. I'm sorry, friend. And super hot is VR. Also a good point. Poke. I forgot super hot added a VR mode. Scorn. Scorn. Scorn might be 22. Scorn is 22. Let's try Scorn. Ionic, solid guess. Solid guess. Now we know. It's Unreal, which that means it's not Metal Hellsinger. That's a good game. Pseudo, have you played that game? I think you would like that. I think you would like that. Mortuary Assistant. I loved it, but I had issues with it crashing. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Mortuary Assistant is a good guess. When was Atomic Heart? It could be 2022. That could be it. Mortuary Assistant game. Sorry. Sheesh. Mortuary Assistant 2022. Unity Engine. Atomic Heart is one of those games I want to play because I have Game Pass. And I just want to play it and I don't. Atomic Heart's 2023. I want to play it, but I don't want to get any achievements. I don't want anybody to know that I played it, but I want to play it so that I can talk about the stupid shit in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, don't tell anyone that I've played this game. But I want to play this dog shit game. I don't know if there's any stalkers that were that recent. I think the last stalker was like 2017. (2009), way off. The Quarry is not what I would quantify as first person in that way that, like, I think you can have a very interesting discussion about what the perspective of the Quarry is, but I would not quantify it as first person. Martha is Dead. What the fuck is that? A psychological horror game developed. What is this? It's uncommon that we get to one of these and I've never heard of it. Is it in here? Is also the question. It's not. It's not. We don't know if it's horror. I mean, I guess, you know what? We can know that it's horror because if we turn off action, horror. Fair, the website I'm using after getting Scorn said the newest game came out in 2022. Yeah, Stalker 2 isn't out. Stalker 2 isn't out. Yeah, I forgot we can turn off action because I guess sometimes action is misleading. I don't know why that's an option, but yeah, so we know it's not comedy and is maybe horror. Ooh, Choo Choo Charles. Choo Choo Charles, great pull. Wikipedia says Unreal 4. Choo. Add Choo Choo Charles, you cowards. Was looking at that in a bundle yesterday. Yeah, I had to take that out on Fanatical the other day because one of the few games I really want that pops up sometimes. So not Choo Choo Charles because They're cowards. Oh, it could be security breach, couldn't it? That might be the right time frame. Is Callisto Protocol an FPS? No, I think it's a third person like Dead Space. Security breach is 2021. Security breach is 2021. It's not Signalis. No, Signalis would be top-down camera. Signalis would be top-down camera. We need one more guess to get the clue. We need one more guess for the clue. Let's check out this Polygon best games of 2022. Do they have Madison? They do have Madison. What game is Madison? Oh. Oh, yeah, could. Wait, when did it come out? 2022. Wow. Okay. So we have the consoles now. It's not Village because that has VR. It's I guess Biohazard. No data is very funny to me. No data is always funny to me. It just means they doesn't say somewhere what the engine is. All right, give me the clue. Action, horror, stealth. On modern consoles. I feel like this is maybe the most information we've had on a game without having guessed it. Action, horror, stealth. Metro? Could be Metro. When was the last Metro? Is that Outlast supplemental thing? Or was that just a re-release? Outlast Trials? Or do you mean a different Outlast thing? Outlast Trials? No, Outlast Trials is a new game. It's like a 4-player thing. The Metro games were too early. Outlast Trials was 2024. Does it count early access games? There's Gloomwood. Early access games, it counts for when the early access started. So yeah, Gloomwood is 2022. Gloomwood isn't on all these consoles. Yeah, it's an important thing to note. It's funny when you have more data, it kind of gets harder because you know what's wrong, you know? Gloomwood's a solid guess though. Gloomwood's a solid guess. So it came out on Switch and Xbox One, Xbox Series, PS4, PS5. Could be Hello Neighbor. The game that I feel like everybody plays, I guess, is like super popular, but I never ever hear anybody talk about. I was playing horror games on Switch at this time. Didn't have my PC set up. I should be helpful, but alas, that's how it goes. Hello Neighbor 2 came out 2022. So hang on. I thought Hello Neighbor was multiplayer. I don't think so. Again, I'm surprised how little I know of this game, considering how popular it apparently is. I feel like I never hear anybody talking about it. Where is the Wikipedia page for Hello Neighbor 2? What the fuck? It says it's Unreal Engine. Single player. Yeah, maybe it's... And it's first person. Hey! Hey! Boom. So funny. I have no idea about this game. Stealth horror game, you're being stalked by a mysterious creature as you try to track down Mr. Peterson, who has disappeared after the events of the first game. Play against an advanced self-learning AI that tracks and adapts to your every move. I mean, that's just a video game. All right. I don't know what that means. I tried playing the first one, but It's one of those things that I'm like, I guess this is popular, but I see toys and shit for it all the time, but I think that's just because that business is incredibly corrupt and ruinous. So it's popular with a much younger demographic. It's so weird how it feels like horror games come out specifically to sell toys to children now. Like a children, you know? Like I feel like oh, I did forget to guess the game. Thank you, Poke. The FNAF event. Right, like it's literally like, oh, FNAF was popular. And my guess is Death Stranding. Nope. It's very funny to be like, yeah, FNAF was popular with kids, and so we just need to make a toy, and that will make it popular. And it's like, that's not why FNAF was popular. And so maybe consider more than like a toy, you know, like it just feels weird. It just feels weird that like they're just trying to seize on literally everything that exists to sell toys to children. And I mean, I guess, you know, late stage capitalism, baby. Black Ops 2, it could be. I have no... If it's a Black Ops game, I'll never get it. I like that I searched Black Ops and what it returns is Black Flag. I'm like, you're not... Oh, hey. That's funny. That's funny. It was yeah. It was trying to tell me. That's funny. Yeah, it was like, listen, I know. Shh. Here's the answer. Shh. Just take the answer. Just take the answer. Black Ops 2 was on the Wii U. Ridiculous. People need to stop buying games for their Nintendo consoles that run like shit on their Nintendo consoles. That's my hot take. That's my hot take. All right, let me. Like, I'm glad there are some games that are coming out for the Switch, and I get people's excitement to buy some of the games on the Switch. It's not going to work for every console. Yo! Hell yeah. Shout out Pseudo. Nintendo consoles are designed to play cute cartoon games. Don't buy it if you're looking to play graphically advanced games. I think you just gotta like look at the game and you gotta go, oh no, very clearly not gonna work. You know? Yo! Pseudo, thank you for the resub. Buddy, thank you so much for the resub at 18 months. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, friend. Hell yeah. What do you fish for? What are we getting? What are we getting for your first fish? Animal Crossing frog. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Animal Crossing frog. All right. Seems convenient I get a muscle right if we get someone to flex their points. Conspiracy, I think so. I think this is one of those games that works with controller, but might be better with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, it says it supports controller, but I preferred it with mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I think I played the demo with mouse and keyboard, so I think I played the demo with mouse and keyboard. All right, Venba. Over here. There we go. Venba. Turn the master up a little bit. So yeah, this is Venba. This is a game I've wanted to play for a little bit. It just left Game Pass, actually. So I would have loved to say, hey, go check it out on Game Pass. They did, not that long ago, put out a cookbook DLC. So you can get all of the recipes that you actually make in the game. This is a cute, excuse me, this is a cute story game I wanted to play for a little bit. Played the demo not that long ago, so we'll check it out here as we finish up stream. We should be able to get through it. Think well before you dare and never ruminate once in action. I like that. I like that. Let me know how the sound is when we get to it. I need to play this for myself. I'll just lurk. No worries, buddy. No worries. Yeah, please lurk if you gotta. Leaving already? Sorry. Did I wake you? What time is it? 8. How are you feeling? Just like yesterday. Okay, I'll call your school and say you can't come in today. was just about to leave for work. You should go back to sleep. Well, what about your lunch? There's some leftover idli batter and garlic chutney from yesterday. You can steam some idlis quickly. I don't know if I can figure all that out. Come on, dog. It's okay. I was just about to leave. It's just idlis. Very easy. It'll take me too long, Venba. Don't worry. I can just survive on the coffee machine. This fucking man. Fine, I'll make it then. Wait 5 minutes. Venba, really, it's fine. No. I need to make lunch for myself anyway. Just tell the school. I'll be done in a minute. Matt, have you made idlis? No, but also I'm not Indian, so. It's an airport blanket. It's an airline blanket specifically. Okay, let's get this done fast. Although, should I try my mother's recipe for once? The way I make idlis are never as soft as hers, and they would always cheer me up when I was feeling sick. I should make them her way today. The recipe's still readable, that is. Gotta have some good music when you cook. I love putting on some good tunes. All right. Tools: idli plate, towel, cooker, water batter. Holes to let the steam through. These also have holes so the batter can cook, so make sure to something or it will leak. Arrange the plates so the steam can cook the batter properly. So you want to arrange them offset. I've not made idli with these type of plates before. The only difference from mine seems to be the holes. The recipe also calls for towels, and I'm not sure why. But Amma swears this method makes the idlis a lot softer. So I think what you have to do, you put... No point putting a plate without batter in the cooker. Why would I put batter in it? Do I have to put batter? Okay, hang on. So I think you put the towel over it. Yep. And then boop. And then you put another one. Do we have to put water? Oh, yeah. Hang on. Oh, we got to start over. Water. Towel. Idli batter. Plate. Towel. Batter. Plate. Rotate the plate. Oh. Okay, you have to, okay, we gotta start over. Water. Towel. Batter. Put it down. Rotate it. Towel. Batter. Plate. We gotta rotate it again. Towel. Batter. Plate. Seal it. Cook it. See how we do. That should be long enough. Let's remove the lid and see how it turned out. Ah! Yes, good. The one recipe that you make in the demo. Good, I remembered mostly. Complete one recipe without messing up. That's it. That's the one. Oh, we put a little chutney face on it. That's cute. Oh, wow, you even took the time to make our faces. I think you forgot about my beard, though. I'm literally sick. You shut the fuck up. You really didn't have to do this. And what else could I do? My husband couldn't figure out Eadley's. Venba, I told you to go to sleep. You reset it twice. That's a mess up. No, it doesn't. No, it's not. I didn't make them. And you did it differently than I did, and it still counted. What did you do, Ionic? You've been feeling sick and exhausted. You didn't have to cook. It's not a big deal if I skipped lunch once. Pavilon, you're making me choose between resting and letting you starve. It's not a fair choice to me. You're not letting me starve. I only turned to the second one when placing it into the cooker. Oh. I know, but that's what it feels like. And even if I'd let you leave, what'll I do for lunch? I'd still have to cook as exhausted and sick as I am. You just wouldn't have seen it. I don't have a coffee machine here to survive on. Is it so hard for you to cook even on days like this? You're right. Sorry. Everyone should know how to cook. Everyone should know how to cook. Did you look for tickets back home? Yes, it's expensive, but we can manage it. So, do you think we should go? I don't know. Let me ask the boss again, and if he can make me full-time. But unless school gives you more shifts, or my boss changes his mind, it's going to be tough to stay in Canada. You know there are other options, but I wouldn't mind going back. I'm sure I could teach again at my old job. And there's nothing really keeping us here. That would be nice. Okay, well, why don't you leave with me now? I'll walk you to the doctor's office before I go to work. Oh no, I'm sure all I need is some sleep. You've been saying that for 2 days. Come on, I'll walk you. Doctors are free here. It is a good reason to go to the doctor. I love the nails in the bookcase. It's very fun. This art style is so nice. Venba, are you home? What did the doctor say? So the boss didn't even consider it. Unless a miracle happens, I say we start packing. What? What's with you? You never told me what the doctor said. Well, I think you should eat first. Okay. Eadley's again? Ah! What's gotten into you today? Baby makes 3. So I guess this means we have a reason to stay. I mean, raising a child back home wouldn't be so bad either. But there's a chance at a very different life here. Didn't you just say that you're like running out of money? Like, wasn't that just the conversation they were having? Was like, man, we really have like no money. So if we're gonna go home, that's all the money. It's only gonna get more expensive though, and we're barely scraping by as it is. We can't provide everything other parents would be able to. What if they resent us for that when they grow up? Maybe moving back to India is the best option after all. But then they could resent us for taking away this opportunity to be poor in Canada. What do you think, Venba? Why aren't you saying anything? I don't know. It's funny to see you worry like this. Are you not worried? I don't know. I feel very calm for some reason. That makes one of us. Pavlon, don't worry. I'm sure it'll turn out just fine. How can you be so sure? It's our child. How else could they turn out? I know you want to be hopeful, but you should probably go back to India. Being outshone by one's children is a universally desired form of sweet defeat. So we've gone forward 6 years? That's cute. Those pictures are very cute. My name is Pavlon, sir. Pavlon, sir. Kevin. Where did you run off to? Sir, it'd be my privilege to work with you. Pardon me, sir? I don't have time to play, Kevin. I have a lot of work to do. Yes, sir. I've managed transport of hundreds of units of inventory per day. Pardon me, sir? Kevin, there you are. What are you wearing? Where's your shirt? It's a cape. Take that off. Let's get you dressed. No, I like it. That job was in India, sir, but... Kevin, wait there. Don't run. I do feel like there's an age where kids just decide they're little monster gremlins. You know? I'm interested to see that happen with our godson. He's such a good kid, though. This has become a routine now. I think we're gonna go see them soon. I'm excited. Yes, sir. Bachelor of Science in Physics, sir. That towel is so dirty, da. Here, wear this shirt, Kana. No! But sir, you can just take me on a probation period, maybe? I'm driven, self-started, and a quick learner, sir. Put this on, Kana. Hurry up now. But I don't want to. His text box is like dirty. That's very funny. Speak in Tamil, Kevin. I can't even understand what you're saying. You don't have to pay until then. Please, Kana. I understand, sir. Yes, good boy. Okay. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for considering me. Good day. Hello, Mr. Bachelor of Science. What happened? Same old. They didn't buy the 100 units of inventory story? It's not entirely untrue. I helped out in a grocery store when I was 12. And you were paid in candy. Well, I've only worked as a writer back home. I don't see myself getting a job for that here. Not with my English. I spent half these calls asking them to repeat themselves. I should watch cartoons with Kevin. If I can understand those shows, maybe I can understand these people too. Yay! We can watch Batman together, Appa. Yes, but your son is gonna forget Tamil at this rate. Did you know his friends call him Kevin? What's wrong with that? Speak in Tamil, da. Well, what's wrong with that? It's only one letter that's different anyway. Names tell stories. It's a way for people to learn about you and where you're from. You shouldn't be afraid to correct your friends. It's your name, after all. Who else is gonna tell them? And Kaveh means beautiful. It's such a lovely name. It suits you so well. I don't want to be beautiful. I just want to be Kevin. He's brighter than us, Venba. He's learned to adapt. We haven't. You know, he aced yesterday's English quiz. He did? Really? Good job. We should celebrate, Takana. What do you want to eat? I'll make something special. Ooh, can we order pizza? Speaking Tamil, Kaveh. I want pizza. It's like, listen, there's no, what's the Tamil word for pizza? How about something we make at home? Like paratha. Dosa? Oh, idiyappam? I've never seen that word before. Ghee dosa? Biryani? Kari dosa. I think he wants dosas. No, I'm tired of all these. I said I want pizza. Extra cheese. Extra toppings. We eat pizza all the time. Kaveh. Have you ever tried putu? No. What's that? Well, I've only seen my mother make it before. It's a lot of fun to make. Reminds me of a rocket. Rocket? Yeah, a lot of steam comes out when you make it. Oh, I wonder if that's the onion tower thing. It does? Yes. But you know what? Let's just order pizza. There's no rocket, but you get a nice cardboard box. Man, the reverse psychology trick. Hmm? Will it really look like a rocket launch? This is how you get kids to do what you want? Mm-hmm. Just tell them it looks cool. Ah, man, the thing I want to do, it's so cool. It's so much fun. Do you want to see? All right, let's get started. I haven't made this before, but Amma has a recipe on it. Hopefully it's readable. Where's the rocket? Buddy, we're getting there. We're getting there. We need to make the flour first. All right. Crank those tunes. Get on some cook jams. All right, ingredients: 500 g of rice and water. Blend the rice. Separate fine rice from the chunks. Something chunks over? Sprinkle chunks over? When do we get to the rocket part? Soon, Da, be patient. All right, put the rice. Blend that bad boy. All right. Put the rice in the sieve. I should shake the sieve over the towel to catch everything. All right. This is too runny. We must have added less. We need to wait okay. Okay. So, do I sprinkle it over? Sprinkle chunks. I'm thinking this word is rice, so sprinkle chunks over. All right, refresh. Blend the rice. We know that's first. Does the sieve, okay, the sieve does not sit on the towel. Okay, I gotta do this. Get the chunks. Do I hit it again? Believe in Matt's smarticle particles. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Come on. Rice. I think this is perfect. Why does this feel like flour even though there's so much water? We have to mix the water and flour little by little. The final consistency should feel like slightly wet sand. All right, that wasn't too hard. Amma, when will we get to the rocket? Buddy, we're working on, okay? All right, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh. Flour coconut, 4 tablespoons something, 3 tablespoons of something. Put coconut layers as far away from each other as possible. So these are the coconut layers. Sometimes you get hella drunk and ruin the family cookbook. So this is coconut, and then this is the flour. Assemble parts so the water steams and cooks what's above. The tricky part is figuring out how much rice and coconut is needed, and in what order. Coconut can crumble easily. Okay, so we gotta put the water in the bottom, right? Boom. Put that bad boy on there. So it goes coconut, flour, coconut, flour, coconut. Lid that bad boy. Crank that bad boy. It's launch time, Coven. Oh, that was great. Wow, successfully launched Puto. That was so cool. Venba, I can't believe it didn't fall. Amma, can we do that again? Hell yeah. We are unable to offer you our secondary teacher position at this time. However, we encourage you to apply again next year. Is he asleep? I think so. Coven. He just wakes up and it's like, fuck. Good. Oh, Dad, that food looks so cool. Is it edible or did you fuck it up? This game is such a clever way of learning about a different culture and food. Yeah, and especially because like part of it is Venba reconnecting with like her own culture in that way. You know, like she mentioned, she hasn't used her mother's cookbook. And so it's exciting to view it from someone who's experienced with it, right, and is ostensibly knowledgeable about it, but is kind of lacking the context to so to speak. The interview, another dead end? Yes. I think I knew that before I took the call. No relevant Canadian work experience. We'll keep you on file. I don't know. I feel like I deluded us into thinking we can make it work here. Well, don't worry. I'll go to the employment office again tomorrow. What? I know you don't like Suresh, but I think you should take that sales job at his company. It's all about who you know here, and we barely know anyone. We're not in a position to pick and choose our help. I thought moving here would be a chance to start over. Even here, we have to beg people like Suresh. It's not begging. I know. I'll call him tomorrow. Thank you. But honestly, I think you're more qualified for sales than I am. I mean, the way you sold Kavan on the Putu today. You're really good with kids. I can't believe you're having a hard time teaching in school. Well, it's not like teaching back home. It makes me worry about Kavin. Why? Well, back home, I could get the class to laugh, open up, get them in the mood to learn. It's harder here. What does that have to do with Kavin? I feel like there's a wall between me and my class. I can't connect with them. They lead very different lives than we did. I feel that same wall growing around Kavin. How do you mean? What if I can't connect with Kavin? How are you not getting this, my guy? Feels like he's growing further away from us. The other day he told me he wished he had his own room like his friends. He said he needs his privacy. What 5-year-old needs privacy? Can you even imagine asking for something like that when you were a kid? It's like he's in a different world than us. I mean... yeah. It's more than just that. That's because he is, though. Yeah, like he literally is. Like, he is in an absolutely, like, even more so than the ways that, like, you as an adult and he is a child are in different worlds. Like, your connection to your childhood and his childhood now are vastly different for multiple reasons. He doesn't eat lunch at school. He brings it back every day with some excuse. I don't know if the other kids make fun of him for it or if he's embarrassed. Both. It could be porque no los dos. I don't know. I'm worried. These things bother me too. But we chose to bring him up here, not him. We did it because we thought he'd have a better life here. And he does. Does he? This place comes with better education and opportunities, but it also comes with its own culture, language, values. We can't pick and choose the ones we want and ask them to ignore the others. I think it's natural that any kid wants to fit in, right? Maybe. It's just scary. You can't expect a child to not pick up the culture he's living in. You spend more time awake at school than at home. I think this is why a lot of people that migrate to America end up joining a church. I think it's a great, I think they view it, and it is a great way to build community and still partially keep your native culture. You know, there's a lot of like Korean churches around that we see all the time. You know, and everything's in Korean. And so I think that's been, at least from what I've seen, obviously I'm not fucking anything, I'm a white guy. I wonder, I posit that that's a way for people to kind of stay connected to their culture while also, one, finding community, and two, finding a way to integrate into the culture in America a bit easier. This is why every child does the gritty. Don't worry, Venba. He'll turn out just fine. How are you so sure? He's our child. How else will he turn out? This is why every child hits the gritty. This is true. Those fallen from their resolve are stripped of respect, like hair fallen from the head. Damn. 95 is harsh. Go on. Tell her. His name is Pavlon. He's my dad. P-A-A-V-A-L-A-N. She says Abba's not at the office. Does she know what time he left? Oh, you know what that is? That's her, like, not understanding really what he's saying. Do you know when my dad left the office? Okay, well, does she at least know if he came in today? Did you see my dad today? Ask her if he usually leaves with anybody. Maybe we can call them. Does he usually go home with someone? She says no, Dad usually leaves alone and he's very quiet. She says all the sales staff left at 5 p.m. today. She says he must have left then too. Okay, thank you. This is 95, so. Still very, very before cell phones. Oh no, did Dad go out for cigarettes? Oh, I have to pick up some milk on the way home. Why are we walking through the park, Amma? Do you think Appa will be here? I don't know, Kana. Sometimes your Appa loves to walk instead of taking the bus. If he decided to walk home from the office, it should be through here. But the lady said Appa left at 5. What's taking him so long? Dang it, Matt, you stole what I was gonna say. Do you think he went somewhere else first? But where could he go for this long? I don't know, Kavin. Enough with your questions. Sorry, Kana, I'm just worried about Appa. Why are you worried? Do you think something happened to him? No, I'm sure he's fine. You don't have to stay quiet, Kavin. Here, ask me anything you want. Anything? Yes, I'll answer. But only if you can ask it in Tamil. Oh, damn. Okay, I can do that. Okay. Like, okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do that. Why did that lady say Appa's very quiet? He talks a lot at home. He doesn't know English, my guy. Oh, look at you go. So you can speak Tamil when you want to. Maybe it's that they don't talk to him? What do you mean? Nothing. He doesn't really like his job, Kavin. Maybe that's why. He was a writer back home, right? Did he like his job then? Oh, yes. He loved to write. How come I never see him write at home? Well, he always writes when something bothers him. Back home, that used to be every day. Gonna find out Dad's got a big tip on the ponies. Here's a joke for Brian. When he was walking home, he found a PDA that he hacked, and it said that if he made a bet on the only male horse at the track race, at the racetrack, he'd hit it big, and so he just got distracted. Back home, that used to be every day. Maybe you should bug him more. Oh, he's gonna win everybody snacks for Christmas. How did you and Appa meet? You know I'm named after a type of poem, right? Yes, Appa told me. A Venba is kind of like a haiku. The private school where I was teaching was treating both staff and students terribly. No proper equipment or rooms and horrible pay. So we organized a protest. I was wondering if you listened to my morning ramblings. Yeah, I forgot to reply to you, I'm sorry. I listened to it as I was sitting here eating, and then I finished eating and started stream. We had signs and boards and dozens of people. One day we were told a reporter wanted to interview us. We thought it was a big break. But he was the shabbiest person I'd ever met. He looked like he'd just woken up. So of course I fell in love with him. Was it Appa? Yes. And still, I answered all his questions and hoped for the best. A week later, we all read the article that came out in the magazine. But it wasn't an article. It was a story? It was a Venba. A gorgeous one, too. It was about the school, the students, our protest. And it was about me. Somehow people could ignore the protest, but they couldn't ignore the poem. It received a lot of attention, and as a result, so did our protest. The school was forced to change. Fuck yeah, protest! Fuck yeah, collective action. And I was smitten. That's a cute story. That's good. I like that. Why did you move here? Oh, that's not what I wanted to pick. Do you think you'll ever go back? Where? India. I'd love to, but maybe not for now. We had a wonderful life there. I do miss it, but we didn't have you, and you are our life now. I think it'll be good for you if we stay here a bit longer. I disagree, but okay. We can all go back once you're old enough. It's not a... It's the word. It's a bad plan. It's a bad plan all around. I wish them the best of luck, but it's a bad plan. Amma, I see Appa. God, I hope he just like fell asleep on the couch, like on a park bench. You know what I mean? Like he just. I hope like nothing bad happened. He's just like. No, this seems bad. This is running. Oh, no, no, this is bad. Okay, he's not like dead. Okay. I see the benefits of both staying or going back to India. It's a tough decision. I agree that there's like pros and cons, but I think considering they were already running out of money, they already had very bad job prospects, they already had, you know, difficulties, and were already talking about going back to India. They should have done it then if they were going to do it. You know, I think going nothing, no matter how dear, should be sought at the expense of one's honor. 2006. Whoa. Okay. Dog, he never got new glasses. That says a lot. That says a lot. There's so much told in saying in 1996 his glasses broke, and in 2006 he still just got some fucking tape on him. Man, okay, I just finished cutting up the onions. I didn't even notice that before. I think you should have everything you need. Yes, thanks, Pa. I'll go help Cobbin pack. Yeah, so he's graduate. So what? It's been 10 years. So he's done with high school, right? He's got to be done with high school. Probably packing for college. Probably packing for college. Biryani gravy. Nothing. Okay, good. I'm not the only person that was like, nothing. Layered biryani is really fancy. I've never made it that way before. I've seen Amma make it the night before we left India. Maybe I can try remembering. The beef goes in after we add all the salt in the patters. The order is important. Then add water and let it reduce. Don't worry, I've added all these instructions to the recipe book I gave you. Okay, so we've got tomatoes, chilies, onions, cardamom, bay leaves, chili powder, turmeric, biryani masala, cloves, fennel seeds, Salt, marinated beef, ginger garlic paste. Yeah, like, because it's one thing, but this is my point though, right? This is my point though. Like, they were already in a bad way. They were already struggling, and they knew they were struggling, and they said it would be so much better if we went back to India. And I think that decision, if you don't take that opportunity before he's born, right? If you don't, and obviously this is, hey, how many people have made this decision and been so scared and didn't do the thing, right? And I'm not saying anything about them, but for me, that decision's only going to get harder to make after you have a child, right? Once you have a child, every decision like that becomes so much harder and so much more arduous and so much more specific, that it's like, when do you leave to go back to India, right? Now he's 10. Now he knows English. He's adjusted to American culture. What, you're going to uproot his whole life now to go back to India? The easiest time to do the whole thing would have been immediately. Add all these first. So that's the cloves, the bay leaves, fennel seeds, looks like. I don't know. I don't remember what that one was. These ingredients, so expensive. Why are you going through all the trouble? It's okay, D. It's a big thing to leave to another country. I don't know when I'll be able to cook for you again. Okay, so it's, yeah, so it's the cardamom, the cloves, the fennel seeds, the bay leaves. I can never get tired of how great toasted whole spices smell. I wish you could see how much these cost here. You'd lose your mind over these prices. I don't know if they're cheaper or... Okay. There's a logic to the order you add these 4 ingredients. You want all of them to fry in the oil nicely, but the ingredients you add first will always fry more in the oil than the one you add next. So if I want onions to be golden brown, they have to be fried the most. And remember, once you add tomatoes, they release so much water, it's hard for anything to fry after. Okay, so I want onions first. You can't leave now, but that's fair. It all depends on the opportunities. I'll admit I don't know much about India and the culture there, so I don't want to have opinions on something I don't fully understand. Right. And I don't think there's anything saying that they would 100% have a easier time in India. But for me, my rationale with it is you would be home with your family, right? You would be in your I don't want to say native culture. That sounds gross, but like you'd be in the culture you're most familiar with. You'd be in the culture you feel the most comfortable. You know, they're already dealing with Pavlon, like having a language barrier, right? And so, yeah, and like I said, I don't begrudge them having to make this decision, because it's not easy. It's not an easy decision. Oh, I got to redo all that. No. I gotta redo the whole thing because I didn't put the garlic ginger paste in. So it's gotta be onions, chilies, garlic ginger paste, tomatoes. Of course the tomatoes go in last. You just started, I forgot that the garlic ginger paste was part of it. So I was like, yeah, these 3, boop, boop, boop. And it's like, nope, there's a 4th. You went through a lot of trouble for the recipe book, Amma. I'm sorry I couldn't take better care of it. But I'm fixing these now, and I'm hoping Kavin can appreciate it when he cooks these. If he ever does. Okay, so this said you want the beef to go on last, right? Right. Add water, let it reduce. So we want chili powder, turmeric, biryani masala, salt, beef, water. Ah, this smells divine. I think we just need to let it simmer for 30 minutes and we can start the layering. Hell yeah. Gravy is done. All that's left is the biryani. She's still speaking Tamil, by the way, because this is white text, right? This is white text. Yellow text is English. White text is Tamil. I never understood people having kids before, having multiple hundreds of thousands in the bank. Kids are expensive, and you'll just figure it out terrifies me. Yeah, that's the big thing. Also, Dustin, hello. if there's one thing I know about kids as not having a person who's ever had kids, kids are expensive. Kids are expensive. And so I think like the big thing for me is them saying that they know they're struggling. They know they don't have opportunities. And then to say like, well, we'll stay here. He'll have a better life. And I'm like, I don't know about that. But I mean, it worked out, you know. I hope I can finish it before Coven leaves. Oh, here we go. Hell yeah. Oh, we got a little layered biryani ingredients. Oh. Much agreed. I don't want to have children. I would never have a child without having a huge amount of savings. Right. I think that's easily done. It's just like there's so children are so expensive. All right, so we've got 3 ingredients that go in this order. I think the beef is probably the top. Maybe it's 2, and then rice is probably 1. At least the second part is salvageable. I think the idea is to put everything in the pot, seal tightly, and let it simmer. 1, 2, 3 might refer to different layers of gravy, rice, and other things. But in what order? Maybe we can try to remember. We add all of these together on top of the rice layer. We're not having kids, it's way too cost prohibitive. Oh yeah, no, we aren't either. We aren't either. It is so silly. It feels weirdly privileged point of view to say don't have kids until you have the money. Last time I checked, raising a kid in the US is $330K. Oh, I heard a thing. This was forever ago that was like, yeah, having a kid, you need $1 million or something like that. And it's just like, okay, cool. What's wrong, Emma? Oh, Emma, why are you crying? You know we'll visit often. Once things are better, we'll come back here. It's heartbreaking, honestly, because how often does this actually happen? You know? How often does this actually happen? I know, Kana, it's just so far away. Okay, so what do we got? We got leaves, we got slivies. So mint. Ooh, saffron milk. Oh, back in 2010, there was an article that was $1 million. Cilantro, ghee, cashews. So that's the cilantro here. That's the cilantro, the bay leaves. So 1 has to be rice. That number had to age badly. That number was from 2019. Yeah, that tracks. Okay, but wait. Oh, I can scoop a layer out. Oh. So yeah, okay, so this is gravy and then rice and then the rest of the gravy, the rest of the rice. Yeah. Three is, I guess, everything else. That seems like a lot. I think this is right. I just have to cover it with the lid. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Wow. I always get you'll change your mind when you get older, which is annoying because the older I get, the more certain I am. People say that all the time. Like you'll change your mind when you're older, which they're just... I just need to keep the flame very low and let it cook all together. The rice will fully absorb all the moisture from the gravy, deeply flavoring it. Now I want biryani. It looks amazing. Now I just want a nice biryani. Anna, hello. I want it all. That sounds like you. That sounds like you. That sounds accurate. People say that about a lot of stuff. I've come to find that tends to mean as they've aged, they've detached from anyone not their demographic. You'll change your mind as you get older, meaning you'll just decide to randomly change your values. How is it? Look at his haircut. Look at him. He's styling. Got my vasectomy at 22. I love when they say I'll change my mind. So good. Beef really is the best. Oh. It's really good, Amma. I'm glad. I won't get many chances to cook for you like this again. Amma. Stop being so dramatic. Just like people say you'll get more conservative as you get older. Ha 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 ha. Absolutely ha ha. I'm just moving out for university. Yes, Kana, but we'll miss you. Have you packed everything? It's a long drive. We might have to get gas on the way. Oh, as it turns out, my friends are driving there today after all. So I'll be going with them. Oh. This way, you and Appa won't have to drive all day. I was looking forward to the drive. We could all spend some time together before we send you off. It's not a hassle at all for us to drive you. We'd love to. The last chance for us to know you with unsolicited advice. That would be nice, but I think it's just easier this way. You can always annoy me another time. Okay, Kana. Did I even get any of the meat pieces? I like the idea the whole time he's been like, did I get any beef? Hang on. Maybe we can drive up there next week, drop off some food. Oh, I almost forgot. Will your friend's car have enough space for some containers? I don't know why. I've packed a lot more of the biryani. I also packed some potis, pickles, and sweets. Did she give all the pieces to Kavin? I can't take that in the car. Why not? Why pop out? Anna, how are you doing? How are you doing, friend? I hope work is treating you well today. I've packed for your friends too. You can all eat. They don't want biryani. The whole car will smell. I don't want them in my dorm either. You don't want any of it? Kavin, I put a lot of effort into making it all this week. Smell like yum? Yeah, it's gonna smell delicious. I didn't ask you to. Why are you getting mad? I know you didn't ask, but what will you even eat there? I'll eat it. Anna's outside like, I'll eat it. I don't know. There are cafeterias, instant noodles, whatever. I'll figure it out. I can't believe she gave him all the pieces. I'm just eating Kuska here. That's not healthy, Kavin. You can't eat out every day. Literally everyone there will be doing that. I'd love to have a mom who's awesome and makes me yummy food. Fucking amazing. You know, this isn't even a, like, you don't know what you got till it's gone. Like, my folks didn't do this shit. I'm just trying to be helpful. Well, you're not. Why don't you take some of it? You don't have to eat it. I said no, Amma. I'm done with this. Which is funny because Matt... This is a fresh start for me. I don't want to smell like Little India anymore. I would kick the shit out of anybody. That's the problem. Again, that's the problem. We normalize not kicking the shit out of anybody that's a little shit. Little India smell. Yeah, those kids are going to be fucking laughing when, 2016? In like 12 years when everyone wants to eat Indian food. I just want to be normal for once. Matt, we need some yummy food for my road trip. Yeah, I'll make you some Indian food and then I'll freeze seal it in a canister and I'll ship it to Hawaii ahead of you. Kana, the language you speak, the food you eat, the clothes you wear. I want to point out, right? Like, obviously this game was designed to be short. This game was designed to be like cross sections and was designed to be very specifically like impactful at these points, right? You should have had this conversation with him before the day he leaves for college. Do you know what I mean? This should have been, you should not be telling him the day he leaves for college. This is why I always wear jeans and eat fast food. I'm representing my culture. All right, hey, wait. Yep, Jalen, what's up? This comment pissed me off. I'm glad you reacted that way too. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, right? Like I get, well, obviously I don't get where he's coming from. I understand where he's coming from. He's like, I'm sick of being the weird kid in all of my, in all of my, I feel like everyone's amped up at what's a little kid internalizing racism. No, I get it. Like that's what, I get it, right? And it's the problem. First, the problem is we are all grown-ups looking at a child making poor decisions and saying, what the fuck, kid? What are you doing? Right? Hey, guess what? We were all kids. We probably made fucking dumbass decisions. It's part of being a kid. My frustration in this scene is his parents' decision to, I guess, like, it's likely not the first convo, but it's also a conversation he's been having every time he walks into class for the first time. It's just wild. It's just, and you know, maybe I'm coming at it like from a weird angle. Like my babysitter growing up, I went to her house, like the woman who watched me while my mom was at work and like after school and stuff, she was Indian, you know? And so it was her and her kids and, you know, a couple neighborhood kids, you know, would go to her house for childcare and stuff. And so it was nice. Like it was, you know, like it was a supreme benefit to be exposed to a different culture than America, you know? And in the same way, you know, like we had Hispanic neighbors, you know, everybody knows I grew up in Miami. We had Hispanic neighbors, you know, and so it's probably honestly living in a big city like that, a privilege that I was able to interact with different people in that way. I guarantee you this is the first time. I'm guessing this isn't the first time it's been talked about, and also a thing you got to come to terms with. You can explain until you're blue in the lungs. Many folks do. That kid isn't going to stop feeling insecure in himself and his culture until he does. That's true. That's true. He won't get over it until he realizes it. You're right. You're right. Because it's like you said, he has to come to terms. He has to figure it out. Like you could say it at him. You know, you can say it at him all day long. You don't have to change who you are for us, but be sure you're not changing who you are for anyone else either. There's a wonderful and beautiful culture that's part of you. It would be a shame if you chose not to be a part of it, just because you think it's not normal. Seattle 1980s, Chinese everywhere. Seattle 1920 gone. Just Thai and Mexican. Is him feeling that way? Whack as hell, yes. Demographic of the room, look at this brown kid being like, y'all should go there before. Let's appreciate this moment going on in front of us, but in the culture, let that breathe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say with the preface of like, this is like 4 incredibly specific moments, right? And so, you know, you're right. This probably isn't the first time this has come up. This probably isn't the 100th time this has come up. You know, this is probably however many times, however many conversations. But why did we even move here? We should have stayed in India. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It's just, there's no need to create a fuss over any of this. It's not like you're never gonna see me again. That's what they always say. You know? I'll visit often, okay? Okay. I'll call every week. So please try not to worry, okay? I think Covin's a good kid. I you know, he's just trying to, you know, he's just trying to get by. But I do think at the end of the day, like, I think it would have been better for all of them if, it feels bad to say gone back to India, but I think going back home would have been better. Who's that girl? I've never seen her before. Smart kid. That's why he didn't want us to drive him. Chip off the old block. What a wild thing to say. There he goes. I suppose it's good that he's so independent. Makes his own choices, even if they are so incorrect. Our choices were mostly made for us already. Whatever he chooses, at least it'll be his own decision. We just have to wait patiently for him to come back to us. Until then, it's just the two of us again, huh? Just like old times. My mom, why didn't you call me from college? Me, because I was utterly broke college kid. You have my phone number and a job. Yeah, I do. I feel like there's just the two of us. Watching Men in Black on repeat. Oh, did Covin reach the university? Did he text or call? In 2006, could you call? Could you text? Was that a... Trying to remember. I had a cell phone a little late. No. But we told him to text or call when he gets there, right? 2006 was like 50% of people could text each other. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it existed. It existed. It's a reasonable... Well, maybe he hasn't gotten... Oh, he has. I kept waiting and got worried, so I finally called him. He just said he forgot to inform us and hurried to hang up. Well, it's a big day after all. I'm sure he has a lot going on there. Oh, sure, yeah, let your son do as he likes. I'm not going to bother anymore. He doesn't want to eat what we make. He doesn't want to speak in Tamil. He doesn't even want the name we gave him. I'm done chasing after him. This is kind of a like mature decision. Like, I think a lot of parents spend a lot of energy chasing after their children in a way that only damages themselves. And like is kind of like negative to them, you know, that like, especially when their child is like physically gone. 2008 US elections were the first time texting was used to get donations for the campaigns. Oh yeah, wow, that is. If you want to talk with your kid, call them. Why they have to have extended conversations about not being called, just be a normal person. Right, like I feel like a lot of, like everybody has those jokes, right? Where it's like, why don't you call me anymore? And it's like because he's the person living his life, right? Like he's living so much life right now. There's so much happening for him. So much more is happening for him now than has ever happened in his life. And like for you, it's just a Tuesday, you know? And so I think there's like that negative thing of like, why don't you call anymore? And then when he does call, he just gets berated for not calling enough. And it's like, maybe you just need to kind of, you know, I feel like Venba's being a little negative here, but also she, you know, I think given the day, it's kind of fair. to say like, no, like I'm not gonna chase after him. He's gonna go do his thing, and that's he'll do what he's gonna do, and we'll see how, you know, and we'll take it out how it comes. You know, it'll go how it goes. He forgot his headphones in his room. I was gonna bring him to him sometime next week, but maybe we should let him pick it up whenever he's here next. Oh, he did? Of course not, Pavlon. We should help if we can. He uses those headphones. He uses those headphones all the time. It'll be hard for him without that. What? Oh, you made that up. Yeah, you immediately flipped the script, Venba. Is there anything more fleeting than your anger towards Common? That's what being a parent is, I suppose. Are we gonna try and finish this today, or will we pick it up Monday? You about a third of the game left. I think we're pretty close. We're almost there. We'll finish it up real quick. When Common said he wants to pursue writing, I was so happy. Well, finally, something we have in common. I wanted to show him all the works that inspired me and all the poems and stories that I love. And the ones you wrote too. All the stories you read to him as a child were just ones you wrote on the spot. That kid's too busy at college slamming pogs and snorting fresh Canadian air. That's what Brian meant. That's exactly what Brian meant. Yes, but I doubt even he remembers that. I don't even know if he can read Tamil literature, much less understand it. I used to wonder why he wanted to turn his back on all of the unique and special things his roots have to offer. But after that night in the park, maybe he's thinking it's better not to be unique or stand out in any way. And I don't think we can blame him for that. Yeah, sure, you got it. Canadian air is a good term. I guess it wasn't the best decision to move. I don't get to write here. You don't get to teach here. It's hard for Coven to be who he really wants to be here. Maybe you should have stayed. If you're going to suggest I would have been better off not moving here with you. My anger is going to be anything but fleeting. She just beats his ass. But come on. I know how much you miss home. Wouldn't you be happier back there? If I felt like I didn't have anyone, then yes, maybe I'd be happier there. But I have Coven. And I have you. Home is where you two are. All right, so that was 2006. Longing for those who have forsaken you diminishes the beauty of the soul. 2014. Getting close. They can fix the issue of the kid by having a new kid. Yeah, what if we did that again? Oh. 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 Just keep having kids forever. You know, that's how some people deal with it. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I was like, did I lose focus? What happened? My therapists always have work. Our marriage isn't working. Maybe another kid will help. They just have to very quickly go, no. Listen, I don't know anything about this. I've heard that making and having kids is a great time. You do that for a while, see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Those are cute. I love these. Oh. Oh, we're in it. This is like the end of a Rhythm Heaven game where you just gotta get. Maybe they don't fuck up the next one. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe the next one will be better. Deep fried cards, the universal cultural favorite. Yep. Some sort of bread, some sort of oil. Oh yeah, you gotta flip them once they get. Oh, slice. Okay, yeah, I think because you're gonna fry this bad boy. Slam. Fry that sucker. Just fry, just throw it all in there, just boom. Oh, what do we got? What do we got going on here? Got a little ghee. Is that just pepper? Okay, that's chilies. Boiled black pepper. I don't know what that is. Oh, she's grating some coconut. Ooh. Ordered Indian takeout, all your fault. I'm so mad we don't live right next to a fucking banging Italian place or Indian place anymore. You're doing it for the culture. Yeah, make sure you put it in the notes. Make sure it says Matt Calder's fault. So they can be like, who the what? Yeah, you gotta flip these bad boys. Use offer code Matt to get 0% off your order and get a really confused staff. Use offer code Matt to get an error message that says invalid coupon code. Damn. Make the dinner spread. Oh, hell yeah. My guy? Hi, Kana, happy birthday. If you're free today, can you come home today? It's been so long since I saw you. I'll cook your favorite mutton. Hi, Amma, thank you so much. Sure, Amma, I have a lot of plans today, but I think I can stop by for a bit later tonight. Super. Sorry, Amma, something come up last minute and I can't make it tonight. Dog, it's like 9:30. Like... You knew earlier than this. You know? Sorry, I just wanted Mom to cook all my favorite food at 11 p.m. Someone says they're fixing you free food, you show up. How far away is it? I really want to know. I really want to know. It's not far enough. It was far enough that they were willing to drive. Right? But I'm really curious how far away it is. Because if it's... Oh, you missed it you missed it at the beginning, Brian. They had a little they had a picture of him with his glasses sitting on it. Without one's dignity, one becomes a puppet to many strings. Wow, that's a line. Damn. We don't know when this is. Chris Kendall. I definitely missed it. Yeah. Hang on. No, I want to scroll. Oh. Need something unique and interesting here for the school lunch scene. I think it'd be cool if it was a super diverse table of kids and they all shared food from their different cultures. What do you think Priya's lunch should be? My dad likes to hang it outside, if you know what I mean. Chicken tikkas, spicy vindaloo, maybe? Well, Priya's Tamil, so probably none of those. What if we show her eating nothing? I would bring back my lunch a lot, lol. Something came up in college, you get your homework days and weeks in advance. Something doesn't just come up. I was too embarrassed to eat it. Maybe we can touch upon that. Oh. That might not fit the tone of the show. Well, it's just a fun scene that celebrates different cultures and cuisines that really represents Toronto. You must have a favorite dish your mom made of something, right? It just feels mean to write a scene where she isn't even a bit apprehensive about the lunch. I was terrified to even open the lid. I get we're celebrating it, but a scene... I love he's writing a huge message now. I get it, we're celebrating it, but a scene like this would make me feel like it was something... Yep, he's gonna... I was just gonna say, he's gonna... Chris, oh no, that's way too sad. I'd rather just joke and show them eating chicken tikka. Yeah, I'll check my mother's recipe book. I think this is after... Oh, she went back to India. Hey, Calvin, I wanted to ask if you had any cool references for set designers as they design Priya's home. They could do their own research for sure, but maybe there's something cool you have in your home, something cultural and potentially obscure. Thought that said obscene and I was going to be mad, but I realized obscure. Suppose a romantic interest could be a surprise. You either bring them or tell them. That's what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be he brings like his girlfriend or something home, and that's what the scene was. IDK man, you've seen my apartment. It's all movie posters and games. There should be something you remember growing up with your parents. Actually, my mom left me a box of stuff before she left to India. I'll check that, I guess. Read all the text in Covin's phone. Okay, if I have to give them a recipe, the least I can do is ensure it's authentic. Can't believe Amma didn't take the recipe book with her when she left to India, though. Whoa, it looks like she fixed a lot of these recipes. I can't read Tamil very well, but let's see. Whoa! Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, ads are happening. It'll be fun. Oh, it's interesting that like. Oh yeah, I never even considered that it wasn't. That it was. And it makes sense that it would be Tamil. Like, why wouldn't it be? Oh, I remember making this with Amma and Appa. That was fun. Biryani, of course, Appa's favorite. Natu Cozy Kalambu. That's like chicken soup, I think. She made this for me one time when I was really ill. It's the only thing I could eat without throwing up. Must have been around 5 then. I still remember the taste, the smell. Breaking time to add sad real life news to the sad game story. Oh, no, Brian, don't make me sad. There was a phone call from India. The cooker was whistling. Mama fed it to me, but I think she was upset about something. I wonder what it was. Anyway, if I'm going to feature this recipe in the show, I better cook it at least. Oh, how helpful. She's even drawn cute pictures of the ingredients. I'll go pick those up first and then I can start putting it together. GameStop has shut down. Oh no! Oh! From Game Informer, after 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights, it's a heavy heart we announce the closure of Game Informer. From early days of pixelated adventures to today's immersive virtual realms, we're honored to share this incredible journey with you, our loyal readers. Where our presses may stop, the passion for gaming we cultivate together will continue to live on. I swear to fucking God. Thank you for being part of our epic quest, and may your own gaming adventures never end. Gaming's fucking done, y'all. That's it. Pack it up. Pack it up. Video games are over. The announcement was followed by confirmation. Everyone in Game Informer has been laid off at noon today. Some staff not even aware of the news if they haven't checked socials. Content director Kyle Hillard said they were 70% done with the next issue. As of now, GameStop itself has not publicly commented on the shutdown. So, can't read this. Thankfully, there's a diagram. It looks like I have to mix the tamarind with the water to extract its essence multiple times. So we got a sieve, we got 2 bowls. Should probably add the water and the tamarind to the same bowl. Oh, sure, you're gonna... Oh, the water really changed color. I could add more water directly to this bowl, but it might dilute the extracted water. Need to find a separate the water. Yeah. You know, it hit a point where Super Weird was a big thing through GameStop. Gosh, I ever fight hard to get that printed magazine mailed to me. It was such a pain to try to get that magazine anymore, and it's so annoying. God, I will say I'm really glad YouTube and Twitch killed Game Informer. That's as much as I'm gonna get, I think. Hope this means the tamarind water's ready. On to the next thing. I think ignoring the ridiculously short-sighted corporate bullshit at GameStop. There's no diagrams on this one. Review sites, Metacritic, total team effort. I mean, if the internet killed magazines, why are there still magazines? Do you know what I mean? There's still so many magazines for everything, right? Gaming's not unique in that way. My Tamil is the most fluent. I might not be able to translate this fully. Maybe I can do it step by step. Toast both of the grains first. We can go step by step. Although I don't really see any grains. I mean, you gotta toast chilies. Maybe it's chilies and tomatoes? No. There's no grains. I mean, you usually do garlic and ginger first. Shallots? Or both the things I added? Oh, man. Oh, that's what those are. They're mustard seeds. Seeds, not grains. Back in the 2000s, my neighborhood shopping mall had a huge magazine rack. That area shut down in 2015. Feels like I only see magazines at the grocery checkout now. The Walmart we shop at still has a pretty good magazine rack, and you know, you go to Publix, there's still a big magazine rack. Like, there's no denying that the market for magazines has gone down, but for next, add red leaves and green chilies. I think you got these mixed up, my guy. Add minced something and crushed ginger garlic. So ginger garlic and minced shallots? Yeah. I was gonna say, those shallots look minced. This is usually around the time Amma has me waving away all the steam from the smoke detector. Yeah. What gives out water? First add something that creates water, then adds water. Yeah. Do the tomatoes that release the water. And then the tamarind water. No idea what this says. There's only 2 ingredients left. Add salt and pepper to taste. Or Russian powder, I guess. This smell is really taking me back. Amma was upset because of the phone call she got from home. I think I remember now. Walmart shoppers refuse them. I have to drive an hour to get one. Costco or death. I don't think there's any real difference between shopping at Walmart than shopping at Costco, but you shop where you gotta shop. I'm sorry, Appa. I'm sorry I'm not there. I know. And I thought she was getting better. It's almost the end of the month, so I should be able to send you more money soon. No, it's okay. Let me at least be of use this way. Can't read this part either, but there's not much to it. Just put everything in and cook it, I guess. What do we got here? We got bone-in chicken, turmeric. So you want the water first because it's a pressure cooker. And then you put the chicken and the salt and turmeric. Put the lid, put the stopper, turn it on. Costco's cheaper. You're required to get a membership. Buying in bulk isn't always viable. I think it ends up being the same amount of money either way. It depends. Yeah, I've heard people with kids or multiple family members save money shopping at Costco, and that's probably true. That's probably true. We've thought about if we go to Costco, like we would just buy like Costco staff as a union. I didn't know that. That's new information. Oh, that looks fantastic. Chicken stock always has a golden color, but the turmeric's making it look extra nice. Oh, should we even feature this in the show? Some corporation's gonna start selling an overpriced turmeric chicken stock after watching this. Yeah, dog, they do that. Maybe the union depends on the state. Yeah, maybe just your Costco's unionized, but I don't know. I have to mix these together, I suppose. Rasham is usually water, but here it's fresh chicken stock instead. Wonder how Chris will describe this to the team. An exotic take on a chicken soup made with a variety of spices and aromatics. Gross. Yeah, he'll just describe it as chicken soup. That looks great, Amma. A lot easier than I thought. Let's see if it tastes anything like that day. Mama, why are you sad? It's nothing. Did I do something wrong? No, Kana, not at all. Just, I heard from home. Your grandmother. Mama loves her a lot. But sometimes people have to leave and go far away. Mama will just miss her. Why is she leaving? It's natural, Coven. Everyone leaves someday. Us too? It'll happen to everyone. I won't leave you, Amma. Or Appa. Still has Appa on his phone. A humble porridge can taste sweeter than nectar when fed by the little hands of one's child. 2017. Oh. Oh, hey, it's the mess. I told you I'm terrible at this. It's easy, Common, listen. It's all about temperature control with dosa. First, pour water on the stone to reduce the heat. Set fire to the low setting. Pour the batter, and since the stone isn't hot, you can spread it easy. Add oil and turn up the heat. This will fry the batter and make it easy to flip once the edges are brown. Only 5% of Costco members are unions. Win for them for their response to one of the stores unionizing. Basically said they don't blame the employees, they blame themselves for making employees feel like they need to unionize. Another disaster coming up. That's hilarious. Okay. Water. Set the heat. Okay, I wanted to set the heat to low. Yep. Did I spread the batter wrong? You spread it fine, Kevin, but you've got to do some things before spreading. I know, I tried and it didn't let me. Oh, I just have to click it. I just have to click it. Come on. There we go. And put oil around the edge. And then you're turning it up. Yay! Do I have to flip it again? Do I have to wait till it's done? What's the plan here? Yeah, there you go. Ready to try something harder? Okay. Uttapam? The dough will be a bit thicker this time so we can lay out the vegetables. This is the pizza one, right? With all the toppings. Not really, though. Yes, but not really. All right. Water. I feel better about just shopping at my Costco then. Back from lunch. Sapphire, hello. Yeah, we'll be done in a minute. I know we're going a little over. Do I have to add all of them? Actually, you can just add whatever you like. Everyone's is different. Just make sure to add ghee first. All right, so ghee first. Then what do we got here? Carrots, onions, chilies, carrots, idli powder. That's what I want. I used to go to Indian lunch buffet, try all the things I didn't know, take pictures of stuff I liked, so I'd know what to order later. I like that. I like that idea. I think I'm getting the hang of this. See, I told you it's easy. I haven't made this in a while. This was your Appa's favorite. Curry dosi with minced meat. Yeah, exactly. We're doing it with mutton, but you can do it with chicken, beef, whatever you like. Been with friends at college. Haven't seen them since 2017. Oh, that's nice. Come on. There we go. Now we can start adding the curry toppings. You want to add the ghee first, then add the beaten egg, followed by the actual curry, and finish it with coriander. Okay, so egg. So first, ghee. Egg. Which looks great. Curry and coriander. Another one down. Yeah, we're blazing through these now. This is fun. Yeah, it is. Cooking's fun. You're making tasty food. Cooking's great. You're doing great, Kevin. You can start your own dosa restaurant when you go back. I know, right? I could probably run the best one. there were restaurants that can serve doses like this back there, you wouldn't have missed home so much and left, huh? You came here for more than just doses, Coven. Yeah, of course. I was just joking. Oh. Well, you start eating these. I'll make the rest and then join you. Oh, no, I'll do it. Otherwise, they'll get cold before you can eat them. Well, won't they get cold for you then? Let me do it this time at least. Sure, Coven. Successfully cooked the dosas. Eat. Oh, I love a dosa. I came back home. I wanted to get a new dad. You don't make, they don't make them in the US. Amma, I have something to show you. This is Amma's recipe book. Have you been using it? Wait, I didn't fix some of these. You fixed them? And you wrote in Tamil? This is great, Coven. Is all this research for the show you're writing? No, Amma. Actually, I quit that job. Oh, why? I couldn't write what they wanted. I just couldn't write about dosas, saris, and musicals. Our lives are more messy than that. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it has people like me. I've acted like being Tamil was inconvenient for me my whole life. But now I'm acting Tamil when it is convenient for me? When there's a job on the line? I couldn't deal with it. You're being unfair to yourself. It's true, Amma. I'm just a tourist. And I wasn't there for you after Appa. And every time I wanted to apologize, I just felt too guilty to even face you. You've always said you stayed in Canada for me. I know how much it must have hurt you to come back here. How much I must have hurt you. And Appa. It was so sudden. I always thought there would be time to tell him how much he inspires me. Even the stories he made up when I was a child and read them to me until I finally slept. My writing can't hold a candle to that. If I'm writing today, it's because of him. I'm still just trying to catch up to him. That's not why I came here, Coven. You didn't? I came here because that's what's best for me. And even though it hurt me, it's what's best for you. What do you mean? I loved living here. The people, my parents, my job, everything. Leaving India was necessary, but really hard. I felt bad for leaving, and I missed it so much that I wanted to raise you like we never left here. It must have been suffocating for you. And after Pavlan, well, coming back here and teaching all of these kids has been great. If I had stayed there, I don't think I could have given you the space you needed. Thanks, Amma. How long are you staying for? I don't know, Mama. I mean, he doesn't have a job, so... But this is nice. What about you? Do you think you'll ever come back to Canada? I don't know, Kana. But this is nice. Yay. That was nice. That was so nice. That was so sweet. 2 games in one day. crushing the backlog. Right? Crushing it. No, that was really nice. I'm glad that they put a recipe book in here. Put it on the board. Shoutouts to Popagenda. I almost asked Popagenda for a key for this like 3 times. And I didn't because it pauses if I pop away. That's gonna make end of stream a little tricky. And I didn't because it was on Game Pass, and then by the time it left Game Pass, I had a key from I think a Humble Bundle. So yeah, that was nice. Just a nice small experience. Hey! Hey, Vitran! Oh, shout outs to the homies. Shout outs to the homies. Yeah, that's Venba. Yeah, let's look at the recipe book really quick before we leave. Yeah, just full ass layered biryani. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, all the pomfret fish, all the stuff that she made. That's amazing. So, all right. I'm glad we made a point to say like, oh, hey, you know, gonna take the time to play this, you know, going to spend the time to play this game. It was very special. And I think it is the thing that games need more than any sort of nonsense Call of Duty 18 bajillion gigabyte shoot a man games, is games that tell stories, right? So I'm happy for games like this more than anything. So all right, we're gonna go quick because I'm already over time. Longer than I expected, let me tell you. We're gonna Josh. Josh is doing Variety Friday, doing Dread Delusion, Avatar. You'll have a good time hanging out with Josh, I'm sure. It's Friday. Thank you all for spending time with me this week. I really am incredibly lucky to do what I do with all of y'all, to have the support of all y'all doing this. And I greatly appreciate it. I want everybody to know I think about it a lot. I think about it a lot. So thank you for spending time with me today, this week, whenever. Thank you again to Zach and Pseudo for the resubs. And thank you to Ionic at the beginning of the stream with the resub. I appreciate the heck out of all y'all. It really does help keep everything going over here. Like I said, I'm going to send y'all over to Josh. Have a wonderful time. Take care of yourself this weekend. Please do something nice for yourself. I'll see everybody back here Monday when we play a scary game of a Scottish man yelling at things. And then we start Dragon Age. So look forward to that.